Hello guys, welcome to Tech College of Technology. Once again, welcome. This is part 6 of ASP.NET programming with SQL Server. In our previous lecture, we learned how to design our login form. And today, we're going to learn how to link up web forms together. Okay, how to link up web forms. So we want to make this login form such a way that as soon as someone clicks on this create account link button over here, it opens a registration web form for the person. So the person can enter or fill the form and then click on register, and then the person can now come here to log in, because if you don't have an account, you can't log in over here. Is it clear? Okay, so without wasting my time, the other time we learned that to add a web form to your project, what do? You click on Solution Explorer, you right click on the project, okay, you go straight to add, and then we have web form. So I'll click on web form. Now name this web form as register. Now click on OK. Okay, so the web form has been created successfully. So you can see here register.aspx, you have login.aspx. Just like the login form, how it appeared, same for the register. Okay, so before we start anything, I recommend, if you're not familiar with HTML syntax and order, I recommend W3 schools for you. Go learn those things. If not, or better still, you can also use the design aspect, because you have two views. You have the source and then the design. Okay, so you can also use the design aspects where you make use of the toolbox by dragging and dropping on your ASP web form, okay, or on your division. Okay, so when you see a button, you can drag and drop a button over there and do some arrangement, and then there you go. Okay, so you should either use the design or use what? The source. Okay, so simple and then straightforward. Okay, and then another thing that you have to know is that as soon as you drag something from the toolbox onto your web form, for instance this, it automatically creates the HTML part for you. Okay, so you don't need to worry about the coding side and all that. Okay, making it simple. All right, so let's design from this angle using the design section. Okay, or using the design component, using the design window. All right, so the design over here will consist of we're going to have first name, last name, username, password, and then confirm password. That's what we're going to have. Okay, so first name, last name, username, and then password. First name, last name, username, and password, confirm password. Okay, and then with that one also is going to be in a tabular form, just as we did for the login. Okay, so what do we do for the login? First of all, to design, we learned that we add a table. Okay, we want the registration to be at the center of our page, so you search for table here, and then if you can't find your toolbox, okay, if you can't find your toolbox, for instance like this, you don't see the toolbox here, it's simple, just click on view and then you go straight to toolbox, or you can use the shortcut Control Alt X to have the toolbox here. Okay, so after showing your toolbox, we type table, or we search table up here, then we go in for the HTML one. Don't go for the standard, go for the HTML one. Okay, so I'll drag the HTML table and then drop it in my division, and then there you go, we have 3 columns generated for us. Okay, and then 3 rows also generated for us. Okay, but we need to add more so that our registration form will be at the center of our page. Okay, so to add more rows, we'll click on the last row on my far right here, then I hit on the tab key on my keyboard. Okay, so hit on tab key to create more rows. Okay, so now I have 3 columns and so many rows, so just add them, add, and I think it's okay. So at the center, let's say over here, we just say registration or ASP.NET programming registration. Okay, registration. And then as soon as we learned that when you type in a cell and then the columns on the left and on the right decreases, the weight of it decreases, what do? You just increase it. Okay, you should make sure you have this cursor type over here. Okay, so do same for this guy. Okay, and then let me change the font of this text by coming up here. We have default font, so I'll change from default font to Sego UI. That's my favorite font. Bolding, and also center. How do I center? You have alignment here, so you have justify left, justify center, right, and then just going for the justify center. Then let me also increase to large. All right, so up here just gonna have my first name. Okay, first name, and then we'll change the font of this first name to Sego, and then we'll add my text box. Okay, all right, so we will open two box, and then we'll search for text box. There is it, text box. Down here we'll drag and then drop it here, and then I'll expand. So we have first name with the text box down or below. Let's move on. Last name. Okay, last name, and then we change the font. Two box, we'll add a text box below. Okay, then next I have what username. So let's make things quickly here. Then I have password. Okay, same thing down here, and then I have confirm password. We'll drag and drop this text box below, and then I'll add another button here. Okay, so two box up here we have button. We'll drag and drop button down here, increase it, and then over here I add another row, and then type have an account already. Okay, that's what they usually do, the question mark. And I'll put in a link button here. Then we change the text of the link button by right clicking on the link button, properties, and then the text over here, change it to login. Alright, so let's change the font as you wanted to do to Sego UI. Sego UI. Then Sego UI. Then the text of the button here shouldn't be button, should be register. Okay, so right click, properties, and then instead of button we change to register. All right, now the weight of the text boxes should be the same. Okay, so now let's check. This one is at least 400 is okay, so 400. The second one too should be 400. Okay, should be the same, 400. Third, 400. Fourth, 400. 5 400, and then the button. Okay, let me change the font type for this. Have an account and login 2 ago. Yeah, and then that's it. Okay, that's it. We are done designing our registration page. Now when we switch to this is the design window, when we switch to the source, we realize that the codes have been generated automatically for us. Okay, when I click on the source over here, you realize we have this code generated. We didn't do this, we didn't type these things. Okay, we didn't type these things, we didn't write all these codes, but the design window, as soon as we keep on adding these things, it generates these codes automatically for us. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the code inside. Instead, it's going to do it automatically for you. Okay, all right, so now let's run and see how it looks like. Let's run and see how it looks. So I'll click on Google Chrome. That's the default browser I'm using. We'll click on it, yeah, so it's loading. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Okay, so you have a registration form designed here. Okay, but I think the right side is bigger than the left side, so you have to position it to the center very well. So you have our login and then the register. Okay, so we're going to learn how to link up. When someone clicks on this create account link, it should automatically open this register form for us. Okay, so now let's position this to the center and then let's continue. So we'll pause, and then with the positioning, we'll drag this one to the right a little bit. We'll save, and then also what we're gonna do is we'll switch to the login form, and then here just a go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we change the font. Okay, so here we have to create an account. Right click, and then we'll give it an ID. The ID here is link button 1. Make it LBL create account link. Okay, LBL create account link, and then back here, over here, what we're going to add is we're going to add href. Okay, so let me clear this one. Click. We're going to add href. Href means hypertext reference, and then we enter register.aspx. Okay, so as if in web on HTML, if you want to link up forms or pages, we use the href, the hypertext reference attribute or property to do that. Okay, so we have the href. The name of the form we want to open is what? Register.asp. Don't forget that aspx, and then that's all. So we'll save, and then let's run and see how it's working. So right click, view in browser. Okay,
Okay.
Now when I click on this create an account, I should see the register form opened for me. You get it? So when I go back and I click on register, create an account, register form opens. Okay, you see how it's working. Okay, all right. And then if you already have an account too, when we click on the login, the extension should take us back to the login page. Okay, now let's work on that one too. So to do that, here with the register, this login thing, let me change this font to this login link button over here. I'll go to the source, okay, from design to source, and then here I'll just enter href for hypertext reference. Href is equal to, then the name of the form is what? Login. So I'll just enter login.aspx. Okay, login. It should be spelled as how you give the form name. Okay, login.aspx, and then that's all. Okay, that's all. We are good to go. That's all. We are good to go. Now let's run that one too and see how it's working. All right, click view in browser. Let's see. Okay, so after registering, when you click on the login, it should take you to a login page, and then when you're in the login page, when you click on create an account, it should open register for you. So yeah, guys, we've been able to link up two web forms together. Okay, the login page, when you click on create an account, it opens the register. The register to after creating an account, you click on login, it opens the login page for you. Okay, that is how it's done. Okay, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for the next section where we're going to learn how to add a database, where you're going to learn how to add tables and all that. As soon as someone is done entering or filling all these forms, you click on register, it gets the information to the database and all that. So stay tuned. See you soon.